y'all? It's your girl HHG. This is Motovlog 5. 5 things Uber and Lyft drivers hate. So you know your girl HHG is a hustler, a Uber driver, a Lyft driver, a reading tutor, a social worker, and a whole bunch of other ish. And this vlog is 5 things that annoy an Uber driver. It annoys them so much that they hate it, in my opinion. Number 1, how long have you been driving for Uber? What's your craziest story? Those 2 questions are so annoying. Imagine being asked that a billion times. I mean, it was cool when Uber first hit Colombia. Now it's just played out. I've been driving Uber since August 2015. I got fired from my full-time job, and that same day I got fired, I called up my part-time job and I went straight to work. Then a Google ad led me to Uber. So I signed up. I just started Lyft back in December 2018. Originally, you can make about $25 an hour with Lyft, with Uber. Now it's all up to you and you know how you work it. I work the late nights and early mornings, so I do about $25 an hour. Plus I receive tips. Try to do better. About $25 an hour is about reasonable. You know, I like to work when it's surging and when it's busy. I can't do the stop and go. I like to be busy. So that's the late night and the early morning shifts. My craziest story is actually a good crazy story. A lady, she tipped me $200 cash. That was before the tipping option in the app existed. This lady was just feeling good. She had it to give it. It was a blessing to me because I needed it. So I got a $200 tip before I even dropped her off, plus the total amount of the fare, which was about $60. I will never forget her. That money came right on time. God bless her to this day. Number 2, taking more than 5 minutes to come out. Time is money, and you taking your sweet time is very rude. When you request an Uber, you get a countdown. You get to track your driver all the way until they get to you. You get a notification when they're pulling up. You get a notification when you get all these notifications, these warnings. You get to track me in the app. Why have me waiting? If you're not ready, do not request, period. Just recently I had a guy, I got his request in 5 Points, and he was at a restaurant. So I arrived, he texted me. It was like, hey, I'm coming, I'm still waiting on my food. So I'm like, okay. I wait the 5 minutes. 5 minutes passed, I hit him up. Hey, you still need your Uber? He was like, yes, I'm still waiting on my food. Sorry. I canceled and collected the fee. And then soon after, I received him again. So immediately, I texted him and was like, hey, are you still waiting on your food? He was like, yeah, sorry. I'm like, dude, I replied back, dude, you know, just request when you're ready to be picked up. You know, having someone wait is very rude. So he canceled another fee. So you just pay double fees because you're not ready, and you're trying to be a cheapskate and avoid the late night surge. So that's all I could think. Why would you request when your food's not in your hand, baby? You don't have us waiting. Time is money. We're not out here because, you know, we want to be out here late taking drunk people home. It's time is money out there. It's for real. The surge dies very quickly. So you trying to be efficient as possible. Don't have your Uber driver waiting. Very, very rude. You hear all type of excuses. One morning I was working early in the morning. I got a request for a girl, and it was the pickup was at a Enterprise, like a car renter center, rent a car place. I get there, she had me waiting for a total of 8 minutes. I was so heated, but I didn't cancel on her because she was staying in contact with me, giving me updates, and I just felt in my heart she really needed a ride, and she did. After hearing her excuse, I just got over it. And you know, I'm like, you know, you can give people chances, but dang, a whole 8 minutes. You know. Number 3, telling your driver how to drive. Trying to be the GPS in the car when you clearly see the GPS right in front of my face. Not only is telling your driver how to drive is annoying, but it's confusing. You know, I can be following the GPS the whole time. As soon as we get close, you want to start giving me directions. What makes you think I need directions now? Turn right here. Right where? At least give me a heads up. Give me a street name. You know, it just starts a whole lot of confusion, because I'm thinking I'm on the right track, which I am, and then you be like, oh, turn right here, which I was already making that turn. It's just a bunch of confusion. So I'm like, oh, don't turn right there, because, you know, they in the back all of a sudden telling you where to go. It happens all the time. Like, where to turn there, turn here. What? I got this, baby. I know these streets, especially during game days. You know, I'm driving the streets all day. I know what streets are blocked off. I know where the traffic is. If you want to get to your destination in a timely manner, just sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride, please. Thank you. Come again. Number 4, lying about tipping. Lying about tipping. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? People who say they're going to tip, they usually don't. I think they say it because they think that it's pleasing you. Tippers usually tip right after the trip. You know, I don't have a problem with tipping, but don't lie and say you're going to do something when you're not going to do it. I feel like I get tipped pretty well. You know, it can always be better. But just lying and telling me you're going to tip because you think that's going to make me feel good, it's not, because most of the time you're lying. Like, it's been proven, baby. You're lying. Don't do it. That's behavior of a 4-star rider. I hear, oh, I'm going to leave you a tip. Let me go and take a star off because you're lying. Number 5. Trying to squeeze more than 4 people in an Uber X. Uber X equals 4 passengers. A Honda Accord can fit 5 passengers. That's the driver and 4 other passengers. Kids at USC, they love to squeeze more than 4 into an Uber X. They try for 5 or 6. Not gonna lie, I used to allow it. When I originally started back in 2015, I used to allow overloading, no lie. I mean serious overloading. You could barely even shut the door. I did it, 1, because I understood they were just trying to get to the party, and 2, most of the time the ride was under a surge, and I knew if I denied the big group, I would lose the surge ride. So I allowed it. I didn't even have any tent. I knew it was against the law. I knew it was dangerous. I even had a guy in the trunk one time. He begged me to get in the freaking trunk, and I allowed it. I looked, and while we were driving, the friends in the car were telling me to slam on brakes for laughs. I didn't do it, but now that I look back on that, I was crazy as hell for that one. What if somebody would have hit me in the back? Dude would have been RIP, and I would have been thrown under the jail. You know, what really got me to stop overloading was when the right side of my back seat started to lift up. The attachment was broken, and then the leather started to rip. I was like, oh no. Plus the students was getting too used to that. And I don't understand why they were being so cheap, because most of the students' Uber and Lyft accounts are attached to their parents' debit cards. They're always screaming, oh, my dad's gonna kill me. After you see how many Lyfts I have taken today. So, you know, they're not even paying for it. You know, you just got to learn to say no, because it's dangerous. It's against the law. Anything happen, that's going to be on you. You know, they got the Uber insurance, but I don't rely on nothing like that. I don't even want to rely on my own insurance. So, you know, just say no. Other helpful hints. When you're picking up your rider, lock your doors and crack your windows and ask the rider what's their name. That avoids picking up the wrong person and unnecessary opening and closing of your vehicle. Number 2, use your profile space wisely. Tips are greatly appreciated. Don't chase the surge. As soon as you get to the surge area, the surge will disappear. It's a setup. Don't chase it. Unless it's very busy in the city and you know that the man is really there. But yeah, definitely do not pick up the wrong person. You won't get paid. People lie. If they want to identify you and they're so paranoid, they have your license plate, they have a picture of you, they have a description of your car. If you get in the wrong car with all that information, you know. You already know. There's just no reason why you should be getting in the wrong car unless you're super drunk. You shouldn't be super drunk getting in the Uber by yourself, baby. Carry a weapon. People always ask me, am I scared to drive other people in my car? No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of other humans, but I do stay prepared and ready. I got a screwdriver, I got a pocket knife, I got a pepper spray. Which way you want it, baby? And when I get that CWP, you can get that smoke too. But nah, for real, you gotta just treat people with respect. Have a positive mindset, stay prayed up, and count up. I haven't had any real trouble out there in the streets, in these Uber streets. But yeah, it can be scary at times. Sometimes I have had to grab for my screwdriver or pocket knife. Alright y'all, so those are the 5 things that annoy Uber and Lyft drivers. If you would like to become a driver, use my code so we can both, you know, get some cash for you signing up as a new driver. HondaHarleyGurl out.